It only seems like yesterday that the doors of our mosques were closed. Now that restrictions are lifted, people can come to the mosque and pray within. Assalamu alaikum, my name is Ahmed Rycliffe. I've been a member of the Islamic Foundation of Ireland's Council since the year of 2016. Today I'm going to show you a tour of our mosque and what Muslims do within the mosque. The Islamic Foundation of Ireland has a long history dating back to the 1950s. In 1959, the first Islamic society was established and known as the Dublin Islamic Society, later called the Islamic Foundation of Ireland. During this time, there was no established mosque within Ireland. Students were renting prayer halls for congregational prayers such as the Friday prayer and the Eid prayer, as well as praying within their households. In 1969, students began to raise funds for an established mosque within Ireland. They contacted their respective home countries as well as Muslim governments across the world in order to establish this mosque. In 1976, a 4-storey building on Harrington Street was purchased. Throughout the years, the Muslim population began to increase in size, and Harrington Street was becoming too small to hold a congregation. The heads of the Islamic Foundation of Ireland at the time began to raise donations for a much bigger premises. In 1983, 163 South Circular Road was purchased as the new established premises of the Islamic Foundation of Ireland. This was previously a Presbyterian church. Let's go inside the mosque and see how Muslims prepare themselves for prayer. Muslims must take off their shoes before entering the prayer space of the mosque, as it is a sign of respect and cleanliness. Before we begin to pray, we must perform a cleansing ritual or ablution known as wudu. Wudu consists of washing visible parts of the body, such as the hands, face and feet, with water. Wudu is an important aspect of preparation for prayer, as it is mandatory to do so for each prayer, and Allah commands us to do this in the Quran. Here we have the niche for prayer direction known as the mihram. This is where the person that is leading the congregation of the prayer stands, which is known as the imam. This faces the direction of the Qibla, which is in Mecca or Makkah in Saudi Arabia. Next to it we have what is known as the mimbar. It is a pulpit for the imam during a congregation on a Friday to give a sermon or a spiritual reminder. To the left of the mihram we have a digital timetable consisting of 5 various times. These are the exact times for the 5 daily prayers. There is great wisdom behind this, such as purification of one's soul and to get closer to Allah. Allah tells us in the Quran, "Surely prayer restrains one from indecency and committing all evil." Prayer connects the creation with the Creator. Men are required to pray in congregation at the mosque, as it is a symbol of strength and brotherhood. It's also better to pray in congregation than to pray alone.
Women, they have their own section inside the mosque to pray to Allah and worship Him. Women have a regular gathering such as coffee morning and get-togethers to meet others. Study circles about Islam, which are known as halaqas, are conducted on a weekly basis. Affiliated women support group workers with IFI and use the IFI as a base for their organization.
Usually people consider the mosque to be just a place for praying and worshipping, but the mosque is a place much more than that. It also looks after the social and educational aspects of the community, as well as helps people in need. For that we have a designated office space as well as staff who look after those affairs.
Assalamu alaikum and peace be upon you. My name is Faisal. I started working at the Islamic Foundation of Ireland in the middle to late 80s in the administration. I stayed until 2002 as the administrator. I came back in 2015 and currently employed as the assistant administrator and the halal manager. Our halal certification is generally recognized worldwide, and we audit Irish companies requiring halal certification for export. This includes meat, dairy products, processed foods and chemicals. Our staff complement is 9, and we also have many volunteers helping us during the busy times, example the Jummah prayers and the Eid celebrations or any other social events. Our office provides a translation service, issuing halal certificates, burial service, marriages, madrasas, maintenance of the properties, including the mosque, and looking after the finances of the IFI. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Faisal and I am the current administrator of the Islamic Foundation of Ireland. I started here back in 2019 and so far it's been quite a great experience. Some of my roles include providing supports and services for the Muslim community and engaging in positive outreach. Now, some of that work involves arranging funerals and actually issuing out halal certificates, and we would also engage in a translation service as well.
My name is Yahya Al-Hussein. I'm the Imam of the Dublin Mosque. I have been in this post since the 1980s. The main function of the Imam is to lead the prayers, and in fact the post of Imam is for a lay person in theory, because there is no hierarchy in Islam, and any member of the community during the time of the prayer can lead the prayers if the Imam, for example, is not available. However, for practical reason, the community needs someone who is regular in doing the leading of the prayers, and also doing, in addition to that, other social and educational activities such as solemnizing marriages, giving advice and counseling to the individuals who require that, and also look generally after the social and other educational and other needs of Muslims.
So this brings us to the end of our tour of the Islamic Foundation of Ireland. We do hope that you enjoyed this short visit to the mosque. If you're ever planning a visit or passing by, please do let us know and we'll welcome you with open arms. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.